Buffalo is going to win it, folks.
The Bills make it run. Kick your heels up and shout.
We've seen why the Buffalo Bills are en route to the playoffs.
Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout.
Buffalo Bills go undefeated. And we're going to the Super Bowl.
Right now, baby. Come on, come on.
No one
Come on
circles the
and
wagon
shout.
like the Buffalo Bills.
Okay, and we are live. We are live, and we are back. I'm here to welcome you to another edition of the Overdue Bills podcast. And listen. We ready to go, man. We got a guest for y'all. Listen, we had to do it for the people. But let me just introduce this the right way. I got my guy, Rad, a.k.a. All Purpose Rad. Rad, he got the sniffles. I don't know. What's Rad? You good, man?
Something in the air, man. I don't know, bro. I'm good. I'm Gucci, though.
Okay.
I'm good.
I hope so. And listen to all you out there. We have our guy, CJ from Arrowhead Live. CJ, what's up, man?
What's up, guys? How y'all fellas? How y'all doing? I missed y'all, man. It's written in stone. We called it.
We back, right? We back.
If we could
Back
That's
full
crazy.
Yes, sir.
We can call back to week 6, man. We had CJ on, man. Had a wonderful podcast. Listen, what I was gonna do, I don't know if you remember CJ. I was gonna put the clip in here, but when we was talking about certain players, you know, I asked you one player that the Bills fans may not know that you know what I mean for you, and our guy Mills said a guy that wasn't on the team. and when we watched it back, I'm like, yo, hold on.
Yo, he wasn't even on the roster.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Mills. But
So of course, to be fair to Mills, that is somebody the Bills wouldn't know. He not on the team, so he did answer the question. He did answer the question.
Somebody we don't know
some
about. That's
It kind of answered the question.
by the rule.
He definitely answered the question, but nonetheless, we appreciate you being on here, man.
I appreciate y'all.
Before we get into the nitty gritty, because I know y'all want to know. Before we get into it, I need to let you know about our sponsor. This podcast is definitely brought to you by Buffalo Wing Kings. Being from Buffalo, there are two things that the guys from the OBP know, and that's the Buffalo Bills and wings. Our first choice and the best choice is Buffalo Wing Kings. And we want to let you know they opening up 2 new locations by January 2021. So it's coming in the University District on Main Street and in the Black Rock area and Niagara Street. We want to let you know here at the OBP, our first choice is Buffalo Wing Kings. And listen, if you mention our name, if you get jammed up, don't mention our name. If you get jammed up, mention our name. You get 10% off your wing order at Buffalo Wing Kings if you mention our name. So listen, you can get that lemon pepper pack. You know what I'm saying for the
10-piece.
Listen, get the 10-piece ready.
You know.
But mention our name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So listen. We are here. We got a packed show for y'all. And y'all know how we do it. We have a quick question of the day. Quick question of the day. And I want to ask y'all this. With this being the last 2 games in the NFL season, we got the Super Bowl coming. I want to put this question to y'all. Will the last 2 AFC quarterbacks, Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, have more Super Bowls than the last 2 NFC quarterbacks, Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers? So basically, I'm asking, when it's all said and done, when it's all said and done, will they have more Super Bowls? And I'm gonna go to TJ first.
I mean, because Tom is at 6 and A-Rod got 1. That means they got to get that 7. I mean, they got to get 8 between them. That's tough, bro. I'm a bet.
And in the same conference, they literally got to go every other year.
Every year, and we don't even know what's gonna happen with Deshaun. Like, if he go to a good team, he can start winning. So,
that's tough.
I'm gonna take the under. Bro. I'm gonna take the under. That's a hard bet. If I had to bet my money on it, my hard-earned money, I don't think I'd take that bet. Eight's a big number, bro. Even if you tell Pat, hey, go get 4 or go get, but Super Bowls ain't guaranteed, bro.
Right.
Like, that stuff it's hard, bro. 8, I'll take the under, bro. Give me the under.
Yeah, man. If it wasn't Tom, it should have. If it's anybody else besides Tom, I don't know who else is in the NFC.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Tom make it crazy. 6. That's
6,
7. Bro, you
They
gotta
gotta get
get to like you to get the. I'm gonna say no. That's a tough bet. 8 is a lot. I want them to each. I think they each. I don't know. I think Pat gonna get you about two or three more.
Exactly.
I mean, Josh gonna get you about 2. I hope. I mean, I'm a Bills fan. I hope he gets you about 2. That get you about 6. Push.
Man, that means you gotta get another
push with Tom Brady.
Man, that's crazy.
That's tough.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Seems like y'all ain't got no faith in our guys, but that's all good.
No, I got faith.
Listen.
8.
The standard is set so high, bro. 8.
Listen,
Super Bowl ain't guaranteed, bro. It's like freak stuff happens. That's the only thing that scares me about football. Football's the weirdest sport. Anything can happen. I did not see Pat getting a concussion in that game.
Yeah.
Never would have thought that would happen. Stuff like that scares me. That's the only thing that my concern.
You're right about it. But listen. It's a 50-50 split. I don't know. I just wanted to ask that. I said it's a good question since I mean, obviously Tom Brady got the bulk of it. You know what I'm saying? And this season,
I would have thought Aaron Rodgers would have had more than one. So for him to be 12, 13 years in and only got one, that shows you, just how tough it is. How crazy. He only been in one. That's even crazy. That's even crazier. That's even crazier.
It for sure is. But I apologize to the people that keep telling me to turn my mic up. Hopefully y'all can hear me now. Let me know if y'all can hear me. And listen, please like and share this. We want everybody to see it. We're trying to get to this worldwide week. Listen. We decided, to bring somebody from Kansas City on. But it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So listen, before we get into the game, I need to let the people know we got merch. We got merch. Overdue Bills Pod. Overdue Bills Pod. And listen, let me put this up on the screen. Listen. We got merch. There you go. We just got the pack in. Literally, we just picked it up. You know what I mean? Shout out to El Jefe. Shout out to Chapo. Shout out to El Dente. All of them. Shout out to all of them. They delivered the pack. We appreciate it. But you see it up on the screen. Our guy Matt is working right now.
Yeah, he packaging it all up right now.
Listen. He got
what I'm saying?
Yeah, he got the scale. You know what I'm saying? He got the scale right now. It's going fast. I see Matt in the comments. It's definitely going fast. The shipment is like, listen, we already done sold out already. We already sold out 2 shipments already. So please get your merch for the Bills game. Y'all see I got the cake up there, Tasteful Occasions. If you want that cake, hit my man Rad up. You know what I'm saying? Hit us up on all platforms, Overdue Bills, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you name it, we there. All right, listen, now that we got all that out the way, my levels is right. Let's get to the nitty-gritty. Let's get to this game, y'all. And the first question I want to ask is, we was just talking about this a little bit before we came live. CJ, can you let us know the weather that you hearing about in Kansas City? What was going on?
I'll give y'all a legit update. This is going off what the phone says. What the Weather Channel telling me. So I ain't lying, no cap. They telling me Sunday the weather will be 39 degrees at peak.
Okay.
So the game is kickoff is about 5:30 for us, 6:30 for y'all. So it'll be between 30 and 39 degrees. So either way, it'd be a nice day. The precipitation chance of snow and sleet is 60%. That's the official stat right now for Sunday. So
you're gonna get something. Just something.
Slow sleet, some kind of mix. Nothing that neither quarterback ain't used to. So y'all get it way worse than we get it. So y'all weather different.
Absolutely. That might bode well for us, but we'll see. So let me ask you this. At what point? And you can be honest, because we interviewed you, week 6, and the Buffalo Bills lost 26-17. We understand. Chiefs ran all over us, but at the end of the day, we throwing that game out. And Tara, I'll answer your question in 1 second. So let me ask you this: at what point did you take the Bills seriously, or just the Kansas City fan base? Like, at what point was the talk like, okay, it's a true and real possibility that come playoff time, AFC Championship game, we're going to be playing the Buffalo Bills? At what point in the season did you say, okay, this is the team?
Y'all last 4 games.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When y'all started going on that run, and y'all started blowing people out. Like y'all put up a 40 spot on somebody. I think y'all went to Vegas. Y'all beat That game was a little up and down. That was crazy. Then y'all played Miami. Then y'all beat the brakes off them to end the season. And then who y'all play right before them? Was it not the Colts? Was it that was a playoff game? Who y'all play right before Miami?
New England, I believe.
New England. Yep. Y'all went in there,
smoked them.
Beat Bill in the crib, smacked him.
Smoked them.
So y'all last 4 games, when y'all went on that run, y'all started putting up 30, 40 pieces. I was like, all right. Josh and Stephon starting to hit that gear. That defense is looking like what me and bro was talking about last year's defense, because we were kind of the beginning of the season, they were kind of shaky. They're starting to look like that 2020 defense. So we all knew what Josh can do with the boys, with Cole and Johnny B and Knox, even though I know Mills don't like him. But and then you got Stephon over there, who easily earned his right. If anybody is arguing about Stephon not being arguably a top 5 receiver, or he wasn't the best receiver in football, that's no debate, bro.
No debate. He definitely top 5. He definitely top 5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he had his season. Josh took that next step we all wanted him to do. So those last 4 games of the season where y'all just started beating teams you're supposed to beat, and then the teams that everybody thought y'all would get, because like everybody thought that after that game, that Miami game, everybody thought y'all was going to start like peaking. They thought they were going to start looking towards other teams and then losing to teams they're not supposed to lose to. So they thought they were going to be immature. I was like, no, I think Josh is at that level. He realizes the moment of how big these games are. So they took those last 4 games of that Colts game seriously, and they're beating teams that people think y'all going to get upset about because they think they're not mature enough to win those games. So that was my take. Those last 4 games, they matured. They're winning games. They don't care about what the stats is. They don't care about the record. They're just beating the games because they know those wins stack up and they get you ready for the playoffs.
Absolutely. And so I'm gonna ask Rad, because in the beginning of the season, and in full disclosure, Rad, you did not have the Buffalo Bills in the AFC Championship, right? You said that I think we'll win a playoff game. I think that was your expectation.
That was my goal, yeah.
Right? So,
I didn't say we wasn't gonna beat. I said, but my expectation is to get one home playoff game.
Okay.
Home playoff game.
So at what point in the season did that shift for you? And if you in the comments, you can answer these questions as well. We want fan engagement. If you got some questions for CJ, please put them in there and I will ask them. But at what point did you say, okay, this Bills team is for real and we need to start looking at the Chiefs, because that's pretty much probably going to be the matchup?
When we smoked the Steelers. We came out, was that Monday night or Sunday night?
Yes.
Monday Night Football, national
night.
TV, televised game, and we smacked the Steelers. And they were, they did just lose, but they was coming, and people were saying that probably is a trap game because they was looking forward to us or whatever it may be. But we smacked the Steelers, and I was like, yo, if this is considered the second best team in the AFC at the time, you know what I mean? Because they had the record and everybody knew who the Chiefs was. If we coming out this in Pittsburgh doing this to these boys, are we the second best team in the AFC? That's what I thought. I'm like, I know we lost to Tennessee and all that, but I think that was a little janky. But I thought we was the best team after I saw how we handled the Steelers. And moving forward in the games after that, the New England game showed me a lot. Going to Bill, beating Bill. So just seeing Josh after that slump, come back from that little slump he had mid-season, come back from that and get it back going. I was like, oh yeah, if he can, right that wrong or whatever, we good. I thought he was the best, second best AFC team after that. I mean, because I gave credit to Chiefs, obviously.
I think I'm gonna say the Seattle Seahawks for me.
That's early. Okay.
That's real.
Not early, but
it was early.
Early.
I thought that was a dominant win. And a team that we were supposed to lose to. Like, that's a team we're supposed to lose to. We see it on the schedule, and everybody looks at it and say, okay, the Bills cannot beat this team. But yet and still, we did beat them, and in convincing fashion. And so when I saw that, I'm like, okay, the Bills are definitely for real, and we need to start, you know what I mean? We could keep our eye on, the next game. But for us as fans, we can look ahead. You know what I mean? We can look ahead and see pretty much, okay, we're going to see Kansas City. Let's see how they're faring, as the season goes on. And we're going to get to that schematically. But what I want to go to first is all the shenanigans. Listen. We got to talk about them. We got to talk about the injury report. We got to talk about, maybe, Patrick Mahomes faking something. Maybe he's not faking something. Maybe it's I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on in the Kansas City doctors. I don't know. But so CJ, let me ask you this one. Because coming into this game, the Kansas City Chiefs, they aren't healthy, by all accounts, or at least full health, 100%. I know Breland is dealing with some nagging injury. Obviously, we know Patrick Mahomes, he may or may not have a concussion. We don't know. He may or may not have turf toe. We don't know.
CEH.
Yeah, CEH. We don't know. And isn't one of your linemen out too?
Mitchell Schwartz, right tackle.
Yeah. So can you talk about the injuries and how that is affecting your team right now?
No, injuries suck, man, but it's a part of the football. Like everybody, you can't really complain about it. It's just it's gonna happen. You can't go through a 17-week season, 16 games, and think you're gonna be 100 or 90% healthy by the time the playoffs start. Especially if you're talking and playing at this point in January, you want to go to a Super Bowl. You're gonna be missing guys. Absolutely. You hope it's not your main key players, but you're gonna be missing players on your roster. It's inevitable. It's just NFL football. Guys are gonna get hurt. So Mitchell Schwartz, the right tackle, is out. He hasn't played probably since in the past month or two. Obviously, Breland had the concussion in that game. Him and Pat both were diagnosed concussions after that game. So we hope he gets to play this week. They actually just cleared Patrick Mahomes from the concussion protocol like a couple hours ago. Yeah. So not too far. So he's been cleared. So he said he's going to play. Clyde's been dealing with that knee. He's been dealing with that knee and ankle injury too for a while. And then obviously, we've been missing some other guys. Like obviously left guard Kalichi Osinle been out since early in the season. Yeah. Both starting. We lost Tardif early in the season to opt out for COVID. And obviously the only starter we really had left is really Eric Fisher on the left side. So centers we've been swapping out with Wiley and Ryder and stuff like that. So but like we said, man, injuries are part of the game. It is what it is. There's no excuses. Ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for you. Like if the Buffalo Bills happen to get a win, I'm not picking it. But if they did, ain't nobody gonna say, "Oh, it's because such and such is out." No, it's because you lost. At this point in the season, if you won 14 games, nobody's gonna cry about you losing a player, bro. You went 14-2, so you made it work during those 16 weeks. So you can make it work for these last 2 weeks if you want to win the whole thing. So, like we said, man, it's just part of the business.
My question for you, and if you understand how the fans were, how nervous were y'all, right? When y'all saw Mahomes go down and leading up to this week, how nervous was y'all? Was it did you feel confident he was going to come back, or y'all with some little doubters man, we might have to go with Chad Henne? No. Anything is possible, right?
Exactly. During the game, I was scared because when I watched him play and I saw him get hit, I didn't get scared because when he went down, I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was just like a regular tackle. But when he got up and I saw him stumbling, I was like, bro, is he cool? Then he started wobbling. I was like, oh, maybe he really did get a concussion, but it didn't feel like it. It just felt like he just got grabbed or horse collar almost. But then they said he ran off the field and ran straight to the locker room. I thought he was gonna fall out when he ran in there. So I'm like, bro, you gotta catch your wind first, chill. But he ran in there and they said he was cool. They said he was fighting Andy to get back in the game. But once you get in that protocol, you're not going.
It's over. It's quiet.
It's over. So I think during that play, I got a lot of texts and a lot of calls. And everybody, my timeline was full of people being very concerned about, man, is he really good? But I think after the game, when we found out, he talked to the media. He was on social media talking to other Cleveland Browns players, interacting with them, talking about no dirty hit, no play. It's all good. We all know what he was trying to do. So I think as the week went on, we saw him practicing. We saw him on the field. We saw him looking like himself. He wasn't missing any days. He was limited to full participant in most of every day that he had this week. So I think as the week after the game up to today, everybody was pretty confident that he would be all right. But during that play and during that third quarter, everyone was very concerned. Absolutely.
So we know the fix is in. We knew that. To be honest, if I could speak for all the Bills fans, we knew that Patrick Mahomes was going to play. It was not a doubt in my mind that it was a little bit of home cooking. The league wants him to play. But I will say this: the concussion, it is what it is, right? People play with concussions all the time. It was the turf toe or whatever is going on with this toe. I think that's the most alarming to me. I don't know how y'all feel in Kansas City because his mobility was a problem. And let me ask you this. Let me ask you this real quickly before we get into advantages and disadvantages of this game. How did you feel about Andy Reid allowing him to make that run on 3rd and 1? What's the sentiment going on there?
I think me and my co-host Chris, we have this conversation every week. Everybody knows on our podcast we have this argument all the time. It's not for me personally, I wasn't upset that he called the play, but my thing is that how come you're so confident to call that play, but you never want to call quarterback sneaky ever since the injury 2 years ago? So or not 2 years this last season. So you're comfortable calling a almost essentially a speed option from under center. But you're not comfortable calling a quarterback sneak. Because which play do you think you're more liable to get hurt on? Running around and somebody actually hitting you, or you diving down and falling on the ground? So it's there's a higher percentage of you getting a first down just pushing forward than rather you have to run around your tackle and around the edge where you have safeties, linebackers, and guys can take a free shot on you. So I wasn't really upset that he called the play. I'm just upset to the fact that why are you contradicting yourself? If you don't want to run pat, then don't run pat. But don't play scared when it comes to doing quarterback sneaks, but then you want to do you want to be speed options. So,
to throw Andy Reid some bell, they did score on that same exact play early in the game. Exactly. So I guess it was more of that, we just ran this play. We got the yardage. We saw, we got the look we wanted. So I guess, Pat, pitch the ball, man. Just get the ball up, bro. Get the ball out. Yeah. No, that's right, cuz.
So,
anybody but you getting hit. So yeah, facts. No facts.
You're right about it. And when we get to advantages, disadvantages, which we will right now, I want to ask a question about that as well. But if you are in the comments, if you are watching this, please like and share. Let the people know that we are on right now. But let me ask y'all this, because this is a very, very, very important game coming up, and there's been a lot of talk about how the Buffalo Bills basically are, the same offense as the Chiefs, but a tier below, right? You've heard that. No, seriously, you've heard that through the pundits.
No, yeah.
In the national media, they liken, our offense like we passing on first down. We're a very pass-heavy team now. So they liken us to the Chiefs, but they always put that little caveat. But, it's just not Pat Mahomes. It's just not Tyreek Hill. It's just not. So let me ask you this, CJ. You can start off. If you,
we the off-brand? Dang,
that's
we
what
the great value?
Yeah, apparently.
We great value on it?
We great value. We the Shaqs. And if you out there and if you went to high school between the years of 2006 to 2010, the homies. Shout out to Rad. They know the homies. But anyway, if you know, you know.
That's crazy.
But let me ask you this, and if you're in the comments, please let us know. We need some advantages and disadvantages to this game coming up. What do you see as an advantage for the Kansas City Chiefs? And let us know what you see as a disadvantage. And if you are in the comments, please put them in there.
As far as an advantage, I would say it's kind of an advantage for y'all. Both teams have amazing safety play. Like y'all have a great safety room. We have a great safety room. We have Tyrann Mathieu. Y'all got Mr. Hyde back there. Mike. I know Mike. He a great dude, great player. That would be an advantage for both of our guys for sure. Obviously, both have great quarterbacks. Are mobile. They can make every throw to the left or to the right. Make every throw on a run. They both have an elite receiver. I don't really see too much difference as far. Now, when you start going that to the second, third tier, it's like, okay, well, what's the next player? Okay, we have Kelsey, Cole Beasley. Okay, then you have Sammy Watkins, John Brown. Then we start talking running backs. I know Zach Moss is out for the year. I'm sorry to hear about the injury, but you still got Devin Singletary back there. I don't know if y'all like TJ Yeldon. I like him a lot at Alabama. NFL's kind of up and down. Yeah. But obviously, we have Clyde, and then we have Le'Veon Bell, and then Darrell Williams played really well last week. So 3 running backs you're confident in. So as far as scoring points and putting up numbers, throwing the football, I have no doubt in my mind y'all can put up 30, just like we can. So as far as like advantages, disadvantages, I think it comes down to whose D-line do you have faith in playing better? Because neither team runs the football amazingly. Like we're not the best running team in the league. We throw the ball more, if not just like 60, 40, 70, 30, just like y'all do. So as far as say an advantage, if I had to pick one for us, I would say Andy Reid, because he's been in the moment. He just won a Super Bowl. Obviously, he's one of the best coaches of all time. So that would be an advantage for coaching wise. Yeah. And not to say like that you guys coaching isn't ready. Like not saying like John McDermott isn't good. Like he's been an NFL coach for what, 10 plus years? Like I know a head coach.
Andy gave him the job. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Andy Reid tree.
He's in that tree. He's in that tree. So he's not like a rookie. He's been in big moments before. Obviously, he's been a coach and a coordinator for a lot of time. He's been on good football teams, but being the head coach in an AFC Championship game when
it's different.
It's different.
It's different. You got to make those calls. That gut feeling, that is big difference. So I would say that would be the advantage to the Chiefs. If I had to pick one, I would say Andy Reid, being in these moments, he knows what to do and what to call.
Let me ask this real quick. We got a question in the comments. They want to know, is Sammy Watkins and Clyde Edwards-Helaire playing? Do you know that?
For this week, I've seen they say Clyde Edwards-Helaire has practiced. He's been limited.
Okay.
Same thing with Sammy. They both have been limited participants this week, but officially, I have no word on if they're both are going to play. Okay. So I would say check back Sunday or tomorrow and Sunday morning to get the official word, but no official word on either one of them playing. So it's still quite. I don't know if their official status is, but I'm sure it would be like questionable right now.
Okay. Rad, how you feel about it? Advantage, disadvantage?
This is crazy. This is crazy. I'm a piggyback on something he said. CJ said, for me, it's gonna be the D line. Who makes the play? What defense makes that play? Gets the offense that extra possession. I think having Trey White, having an elite cornerback, help give us have an advantage. Now, I don't know how we gonna play it. Is he gonna put him on Tyreek and have him solo or give him some help? I'm assuming he's gonna give him some help because he's so fast. But you still got Kelsey there, so I'm gonna say having the Trey White to at least put on Tyreek Hill. I think that's an advantage for sure. Because I think I like Stephon Diggs over either corner that Kansas City has.
Oh, for sure.
I'm not saying Tyreek Hill, but is going I'm not saying Trey White is going to lock down Tyreek Hill, but I do just like the matchup that we got somebody to put on him. I think that's the advantage. I think our defense has came along, and Besides
better.
that,
They're playing.
they
better.
definitely played better. Jerry Hughes getting to the quarterback.
For sure.
Our D line has been playing good, but y'all D line, y'all got studs. Y'all got Chris Jones and y'all got Clark. So I'm gonna go with our cornerback. I'm gonna go with the back end, saying our back end. Our back end and then our wide receivers against y'all cornerbacks are the advantages for us.
Let me say this. Oh, what's up, CJ?
Just throw a little curveball in there. Who do y'all like? And I saw a couple guys talk about it on the radio in the local area. Who do y'all like is the best matchup guy to cover Kelsey? I want to get y'all take on that, just real quick.
It's funny you said that because our guy Mike, who's on the show, he said who's going to guard Kelsey.
Yeah, like who's your best? Like somebody said y'all got a linebacker this week that's coming back. I forgot his name, but he told me somebody's coming back this week that's active. That didn't
nobody.
Play
Nobody who can guard Kelsey. Yeah,
Milano. I don't think Milano played. Milano didn't play.
Oh yeah, Milano did not play that game, but
he got cooked.
Yeah, Milano is not necessarily a cover corner, but you will hear his name come Sunday. Like he's our best corner. I mean, he's our best linebacker, rather I should say. I don't know.
Cover line.
He's our best linebacker. He's better than Edmonds, but that's neither here nor there. We don't have to argue amongst each other. But I will say this. I mean, Kelsey's gonna get his. So I mean, I don't. It is what it is. I think for us, our advantage is seemingly the Chiefs' inability to score in the red zone for some strange reason this year. I don't know what has happened, but for some reason, it's two things: the Chiefs' inability to score in the red zone, and our inability to score in the red zone. Like, we are money when it comes to red zone. You know what I'm saying? So
Josh Allen, crazy efficient.
Exactly. So I think that will play, really big in this game. And also, for some reason, your field goal kicker cannot make extra points. Bro, I don't know what it is. Bro,
he's one of the most clutchest and inefficient kickers I've ever seen. He makes the biggest kicks, but then he misses layups all the time, and it's frustrating. It's just like going to a basketball game and you see a guy make every 3-pointer, but then he missed 2 straight layups. Like, bro, what are you doing? Like you can't make all the tough shots, then you miss the bunnies. Like,
but don't force Andy Reid to go for 2 because he will.
Bro, exactly.
Andy Reid don't care. He's like, man, whatever. I'll just go for 2 every time. So what? You know what I mean?
But there's been some weird stuff going on. Just like, bro, last week, Tucker missed those back-to-back kicks.
I know.
They were playing y'all. Like, bro, he never misses. That's the first time he missed 2 kicks since 5 years ago. He never misses back-to-back kicks. So we're seeing a lot of crazy things happen this offseason, bro. Justin Tucker, and Harrison Buck are both missing kicks.
I know. That was money. They usually be money. Them 2 is usually money.
Bro, yeah, exactly. They're both the top 2 fantasy kickers every year. So seeing that is definitely weird to me, bro, for sure.
So let me ask you this real quickly about Patrick Mahomes. So if Patrick Mahomes is not mobile as he was, what do you think that because obviously we know that one of the Bills' disadvantages to our defense, so to speak, is the run defense, right? Like, obviously, y'all ran.
We got the same thing.
That's true.
Yeah, y'all ran for 200.
Yeah, y'all ran
for like 200.
Like, I killed this. So, do you think that if Clyde Edwards-Helaire doesn't go, do you think that Damian Williams can replicate what he did last week, or can Le'Veon Bell turn back the clock? Do you think that y'all are going to rely on the run game heavy?
Bro, you know how Andy is. Andy, he want to use that arm, bro. He's not a run first guy. Like, if he got to put his money on who he wants to win the game, put it on the offensive line or put it on Pat, he's gonna put it on Pat every time. They paid him $500 million for a reason, bro. I would love for them to run the football and be balanced, just like I would love for y'all to do it. But let's be honest,
it's not gonna happen.
You think Dabble's gonna put the game in the hands of the Singletary, and he's gonna give it to Josh? Like, come on, dog. Like, if it's money on the line, it's winning time, I'm gonna put it in my quarterback's hands every time. So
that's a fact.
I don't all of a sudden expect them to, like, us running the football 40 plus attempts. That last time we played you in week 6 was a shocker to me. But the weather, it was like what? 20-30 mile an hour winds. Yeah, it was super windy, so the ball's swirling around, so you just hand it off, and we happen to run the ball very effective that day. I didn't expect Clyde to run for 150 plus. I didn't expect that at all. But I expected to have some kind of effort. So, and bro, to be honest with you, did you see how many his snap count for Le'Veon Bell? He only played 5 or 8 snaps.
I know. I couldn't believe that. That was kind of shocking.
Like, Darryl Williams took all his touches. It shocked the hell out of me. So, I expect what you said, the same thing, bro. Darryl Williams gonna keep it going. If Clyde is compromised and he's not looking like himself, Darryl Williams gonna get the bulk of the carry because he just showed it this past week that he can handle the workload. So I have no reason to doubt that he wouldn't do it again. But if I had to guess what the percentage of touches is gonna be, it's gonna be 60-40, 70-30 in the favor of pass.
Absolutely.
They're never gonna outrun what they pass. It don't matter if it's slow, sneak, or snow. Andy throwing that thing, and that's why the red zone efficiency frustrates me, because we don't run the football when we need to. When it's money time, we throw it. 4th and inches versus Cleveland. What we do for the first down?
Right.
We threw it.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I hope I don't see that play to Tyreek Hill, that little thing. I really don't. But
y'all better game plan for that, man. 3-by-1 set. You better
It's money, bro. It's money. He's too fast. It's money.
He is, bro. All you gotta do is go like this. Too good, man.
So let's bring this game back. We haven't really played it in, I don't know, in some weeks. I think we played it when CJ was on before, but our over and under game, I kept it in the tuck. But I'm gonna bring it out for the AFC Championship game, and I wanted to ask this question first for the over and under because I kind of, it's gonna be interesting to see what your answer is, and if you in the comments you can answer the question as well. So let's start this way: over or under at least 6 times in the game. Or no, I take that back. Over or under at least 4 times in the game that either team will go for it on 4th down.
Over.
Okay.
Like total for both.
Total for both teams.
Yes, it's over for me because I think this is one of those. Yeah, this is money time. You got to score. They know what offense both of them playing against, and you want every possession you gonna treat like, yo, we got to score. And anybody whoever want to punt, you go punt, but you know that I'm not. You know what I mean? So I think definitely over. I think anytime is any type of question of should they go for 4? Should they go for right now? They going. I think they go.
Now,
I would.
I would go for it too. If it's like 4th and reasonable, like 4th and 5, 4th and 6 and under, they're going for it every time. If it's like something crazy like 4th and 11 or 4th and 13, then obviously they may tone it down. But if it's anything under like a 4th and medium, they're going for it every time. Like you said, it's winning time. You don't want to give the ball back to Josh or give the ball back to Pat and pray that your defense gets a stop. You'll put the money on your offense before you put the money on your defense.
Oh yeah, they've been doing it all year. Right now, why stop it now?
So why change? Now?
Right about it. Okay, so over under 23 rushing yards for Patrick Mahomes. Over? Really? Wow.
Bro, that scramble, it was an amazing play last year versus Tennessee Titans. I'm not taking nothing away from Pat, but on my mama, he was slowing down the field. I'm not lying. I still can't believe he spinned out that last defender in the AFC Championship game. Like, I don't know how he didn't get popped. I think the DB low-key was kind of like, I don't want to knock him and get a penalty, but I've seen him outrun a lot of people that I did not think he could outrun. He's low-key more athletic than people think. And I think that's why people linebackers sleep on his wheel. So, and if ain't nothing wrong with his foot or his ankle, like people are telling me, everybody telling me he's good. That's all the players saying he's straight. They say he looked like Pat. Okay. So if the coach say he looked like Pat and he say he feel good, then he can get 20 on one play, man. And it wouldn't even be crazy to me. Now, you said 53, then I would have been more concerned. But 23, I mean, it's just, come on.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? Because the turf toe is concerning. But Pat, he a crafty runner, right?
Exactly.
You look at Josh. Yeah, you look at Josh. Josh, you know, he a good runner. He could get it. He probably more straight line fast than Pat. But Pat, he just do little certain things that he just get the extra yard. He just craftier with it.
Exactly.
He know when to do it. So I'm not gonna put it past him. So run for a first down here and there, randomly here and there. But that turf toe. So hopefully I don't know. 23 yards is not that much. So I could see him getting running for 1 or 2 first downs, and that get you like 20-something yards right there. So I could say over. I could say barely over 30 yards rushing something.
Yeah, like barely, not a lot. Yeah, barely.
Okay, so over under Kansas City rushing attack over 95 rushing yards.
I'm going under this game.
I'm
going under this game. I think our defense. I think our defense is playing better. It's not like just because the effort's not going to be to run like an Indy or Baltimore, even though it just shut Baltimore down. So it's not going to be an effort to run. They're just going to throw little runs here and there just to set up something else later. So, and I think our defense is better to stop it. So I think definitely under.
Yeah, they throw the ball so much. They do like little extended run plays, like screens to the outside, like little like jet sweeps, little reverses, stuff like that. So they do so many ways to get the ball out that are like run plays, but it end up being passes. You know, the push pass is technically by the book it's a pass, but we all know that's a run play extended. So I'm gonna say under just because of the fact they do so much trickery, stretching you out horizontally to push the ball down vertically. I'm gonna say under. That's kind of easy bet. I think that's more of an easy bet than the Pat one.
So over under 3 passing touchdowns from Josh Allen.
Has to be.
If
he wants to win, yes.
Gotta be. Right?
I mean, like
we gotta win.
That's not gonna win. This ain't gonna beat nobody.
But he can throw for 2, run for 2 too. So it's like he can. when we in the red zone, we get crafty.
Now you're right.
And
right.
and so he can have a 1 touchdown day, but a 5 touchdown impact day. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how we get crafty in the red zone. So 3 touchdown passes or over. I mean, I'm gonna push that. I think he's gonna have around 3, but I can easily see. I could easily 2 and 1. I can see 2 passes in 1.
Okay. So I mean, if he does one of those top passes to like Diggs or something, or throw a screen, that still counts. That's why I think 3. Because I think when they get the red, they're like, okay, 3rd and 5 is 4th and 2. What are they gonna do? They're gonna run it. No, I'm gonna throw the screen to Diggs. I believe him to get in the end zone, or I'm gonna throw a little swing pass to Singletary. I think he's gonna get in there. That's why I think they're gonna get 3, because it'll be like a run type play, like we just said with Pat.
Okay, over under 2 or say 1.5 turnovers from the Buffalo Bills defense. Will we get 2 turnovers? I'm asking you. Or should we get under? This the game.
It's the game.
Yeah.
You gotta win the
turnover battle.
This is the game.
Turnover battle.
They got to, like, if they. I'm gonna say under because I want to tease with, but if they want to win, you got to, because if you can steal, like he said, if you steal a possession or 2, that's everything in a game like this. That's everything. If whoever has that little separation in the game where they get that possession or 2 possession lead, that can basically seal the fate of the game. Because if I know I have an extra possession from you and you have to work twice as hard to get back where I'm at, whoever messes up that, and I'm knocking on wood, but we've had guys that have done bonehead things.
Right.
Marcus Robinson fumbles. Mecole Hardman has fumbled, whether it be on punt return, whether it be on offensive plays, running backwards and not getting a first down instead of going forwards. There's been guys that have done some bonehead things. So those little turnovers, if you can steal one of those, and just ask Houston last year, if anybody would have took a bet that Houston was going to be up 24-0, did you think they were going to lose that game?
No.
Everybody thought, if you 24 points, I thought they're going to win. They're up 24.
That's crazy.
You got Deshaun Watson, he's up 24. He's not going to lose that game. So when you get turnovers, you have to account for those, and you have to capitalize on those. And I believe Josh has been crazy efficient in the red zone. If you give him extra possessions,
it's over.
Diggs is a monster. I don't care what nobody say. I love Breland. I love Charvarius Ward. I love Finn. But don't sit up here and disrespect Diggsy, bro. Diggs like that. And I think a lot of people are starting to put respect on his name who didn't really respect him because of what he did in Minnesota. And they thought of Adam Thielen as the number 1. I'm like, yeah, he may get more targets, but Diggs is better than him. He just doesn't – he's the number 2 for the offense. So I think Diggs could have a big day. I can see them double teaming him a lot, so he doesn't have to force Cole to beat you, to force Johnny Brown to beat you, force not the Gabriel Davis and force other guys to beat you. But Diggs is like that. So I would favor, like you said, I favor him in that matchup over the corners. Absolutely. I feel with him.
So let's do this. We appreciate CJ for coming on. I didn't want to stay on necessarily too long, but I'll say this though. Number 1, we need y'all to get y'all merch. Hit us up on all platforms. I got 2 more questions and we getting out of here. One question is this. I need a game ball from each one of you, Rad and CJ. Who is going to get the game ball for this game? Then we're going to get predictions. Then we're going to get on out of here. But, Rad, I'm going to come to you first. Who's going to get the game ball for this game?
It got to be Josh Allen. I know that's obvious, and you know what I mean. That's obvious, you know what I mean. But I think Josh got to have his best game of his career. You know what I mean. He got to. I just want Josh to go out there and just like, I'm gonna make the best decision every play. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make the best decision every play. I don't want to no turnovers, no sloppy plays. Even though I got to take the check down if I got, you know what I mean? Just keep on making plays like he's been making. Make great decisions, sound football. Trust DeBow. He's been calling great games. Trust your gut, trust your instincts too. I think I'm believing in him more of his instincts. He's getting better with that, and I just think Josh got to have the best game of his career. Obviously, it's the biggest game of his career. He got us here this far, and I got to put the ball. I'm gonna put the ball in the key moments. The ball gonna be in his hands. He got to make plays. He got to outdo Pat Mahomes, and I expect him to do it.
No, that if I had to pick one, that would be my guy too. The ball's in his hands. He has all the pressure on his shoulders. For the Chiefs, I would say the defense, because I think we all kind of expect Pat Mahomes to go out there and put up 30. 25 plus points a game, so it's not really because both teams average 30. So if either team scoring 30, it wouldn't be a shocker. But Josh being in this moment, as like you just said, this is the biggest game of his career. If he played well and even outplayed Mahomes, he would easily have to have a game ball. So for us, if we stopped an MVP caliber quarterback in Josh Allen, arguably the best receiver this year in football, in Stephon Diggs, in a defense where a lot of them think they're not as good as they were last year. A lot of people think Frank Clark may be overpaid. They think Jones isn't that good. Hey, Chris Jones said it this week in an interview last week that he think he's not getting his respect. Frank Clark's not getting that respect. He don't think Andy Reid's getting his respect. Pat, he don't think nobody's getting that respect. He think everybody's sleeping on the defense. So If the defense goes out and shuts out that offense with all those weapons in a week where everybody thinks y'all going to put up 30, a lot of people think y'all going to score at minimum. Most people think y'all going to score at minimum 27. That's what I'm hearing around town. So there's no reason why that game shouldn't be. Like, what's the over-under? Is it 53?
54.
Or is it
54 where I'm at. I don't know where.
54, yeah. So 54. So there's no reason why that if the Chiefs offense went out there and held y'all to under 25 or under 24 points, that wouldn't be the game ball going to them for sure. So I'm gonna give it to the defense.
I'm gonna have a plot twist. I think it's gonna be Devin Singletary, and
Really?
not necessarily running. If you look at the Chiefs' defense, they are terrible defending running backs that catch the ball out the backfield. They're terrible.
Our linebackers suck in coverage.
So I think that even though we don't necessarily go to the screenplay, we don't necessarily do it, but we sprinkle it in every once in a while. And I think that if Brian Dable is a coach that we think he is, he has to exploit that. Like, it's just nothing else we could do. You have to exploit the weakness of the defense. So I think that Devin Singletary is going to have at least 2 to 3 big plays that's going to put him in that upper echelon. I think it's going to be like maybe a 2nd and 6, and he's going to pot one, and it's going to be like, okay, I think that kind of changes the momentum of the game, and I like that. Mike D said Isaiah McKenzie. We could do some Isaiah McKenzie, out the backfield, a little dump off, see what he could do. I think it's going to be something like that. Yeah, I think it's going to be something like that. But with that being said, I need your predictions. And everybody in the comments, I need your predictions as well. We got the contest going on. So the contest is on Facebook already. It's on Instagram. We want you to, predict the score. And then if you don't, let us know the total, number of offensive yards. We got the $30 gift certificate. We have, what else do we got, Rad? A free T-shirt, a free Overdue Bills T-shirt. And I think that's it.
The cake.
And the cake. We giving out an Overdue Bills cake. So we got 3 prizes. We got 3 prizes. So please put your contest things in right now. So CJ, give me your prediction of the score.
Prediction of score. What's the line right now? They got Chiefs by 3, or is it about 3.5?
It's 3.
3. Okay.
Well, it might have went up since they announced that Patrick Mahomes was playing.
It probably did.
It probably
It's probably like 3.5 now, probably. I think on our podcast the other day, I said Chiefs 31, Bills 28. Obviously by a field, but I think it'll come down to he said one of these kickers is gonna have to make a kick. I think that could be the score either way. I think whoever has the ball last will win this game.
That's a fact.
I think both defenses are obviously fired up for the matchup for each quarterback, but I don't think anybody's fooling with the way these quarterbacks are playing right now. Josh is playing out of his mind. I know they struggled in the Baltimore game, but that just shows you how good the defense played. Yeah. And that's a testament of a good team when the other side of the ball shows up. And obviously the Chiefs defense played really well, slowing down Cleveland's run game. So my final score would be Kansas City Chiefs 31, Buffalo Bills 28. That'll be my score.
Right.
Man, it's crazy because mine is very similar. Man, I got 30-28 Bills. I got B-Bass hitting a game-winning walk-off field goal 27. I should give him the game ball. I got Bass. Man, we got it's gonna be 27-28. We hit a walk-off field goal 30-28. So yeah, I got Bills winning 30-28.
And listen. I got honestly, I got Bills 37.
Ooh.
Chiefs.
Almost a 40-piece. Spicy.
Chiefs 28. I think it's gonna be one of the. I think we're gonna kill them. I honestly do.
Okay.
Listen. I've been talking.
I take it.
I've been talking to Vegas and a lot of that. I'm telling you honestly, a lot of the sharp money is on the Bills. Like Kansas City has not covered. We don't know what's going on. I mean, you can't.
Bro, they've covered like once in the past 10 weeks, and y'all covered like almost 9 out of the past 10 weeks. So it's the complete opposite.
Listen, it looks like a Buffalo day, but we're ready to be seen. I can't wait to see the game. I think it's going to be an exciting game. It's going to be a great game. It's going to be a great game. Like I can't wait to see Josh Allen in this pressure moment. I really can't. Because this is his arch nemesis, or at least this is what they're pushing it.
They building it up. This is it. They thought a lot of people were saying it's gonna be Baker early on. You had Deshaun Watson, but it might end up probably gonna be Josh and Mahomes. I mean, how it's looking. You know what I mean? So we'll see.
The organization, the teams, where they're standing.
Yeah. Offenses, very similar play styles as far as a strong arm can make every single throw.
That could end up being it. Fact, that could be it.
For sure.
That could be it.
So CJ, do you have any shout outs?
I want to give a shout out to my Arrowhead Live fam, to Grant, Chris, Caleb, Justin, all the guys here. I want to give a shout out to all my people. I got some homies that go to school up at St. John. So shout out to Dante, shout out to Marcus. I'm going to send this to them too. So I got family on the East Coast. So it's always love. I always show out to them. But I appreciate y'all, man, for having me on. It's always love. Y'all know anytime y'all need me, y'all hit my phone. I'm always there, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And to those of you out here, we told you earlier, listen, when we interview him week 6, we said if we see each other, we got to do this again. He a man of his word. He came on amazing podcast. Rad, you got any shout outs?
Man, I'm gonna shout out everybody, man. Shout out Matt doing the merch. Shout out
Absolutely.
Mike, Mills, everybody, man. Everybody helped us get to here, man. It's crazy. This the year we started the pod this year. Overdue Bills, man. We good, man. We got the merch. So hit us up, man.
If I may, I don't know if y'all boys ready, but you can say no. You ain't got to. Could we do a little wager?
Okay.
What's up?
We got.
Hey, no line, no over-under, just straight up winner. If the Chiefs lose, I'm gonna be a man. If the Chiefs lose, I'll send both of y'all a bottle of Gates barbecue sauce from the city. On me.
Okay.
And if
do y'all got? I don't know what's Buffalo that we could give them.
Salines, Loganberry, wings, Buffalo wings.
You eat hot dogs?
Wing Kings. We can give you some wings. They eat some wings.
Some wings.
Oh God,
the sponsor.
Wings is my number one food.
Okay.
And some Loganberry.
I love wings. Is always my.
Oh yeah, we give you some wings, some Loganberry, man.
Oh, you already know. Bag it up. Ship it to me. I got you.
Oh yeah, we got you, bro.
We can do that.
Hey,
we can do that, man. Wing King.
Lock it.
Shout out to the sponsor.
2 bottles of sauce on me. If they lose, I got you. On me. Okay.
All right.
Absolutely. Listen, we really do. We appreciate CJ for coming on the show. We want to let y'all know. Listen. Please like and share this. We want everybody to watch the replay. We got an amazing interview, and hit us up. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that. You know what I'm saying? Apple Podcasts, wherever we everywhere. We everywhere. Overdue Bills. We got the shipment in. Shout out to Hefe. Shout out to El Chapo. Go hit us up. Matt is packing it up right now. He packing it up right now. Hit us up. Let us know what size you need. We got all sizes. Even we got big sizes. So we out here.
We got kid sizes too. Hit up for the kids.
We got kid sizes too. We got the kid sizes too. So please let us know what you need. And as we end customary with every show, we end it with a little hey.